Alright, everybody, welcome to a new game that we're going to give a shot. It's called Homeworld Defense, and I actually got the key directly from the developer, so let's see what it's worth. It's currently $5 on Steam, got a link and everything down into the description. It is not an affiliate link, so I don't get any extra money for it if you do hit it, but I wanted to be upfront that I got the game for free to play videos of it. So, let's see how good it is, shall we? Alright, so it opens directly to this screen. It doesn't have a splash screen. Unlock new worlds, okay. Unlock new weapons. Okay, that's pretty basic, pretty simple. What is this? Okay, there's our developer and our sound. The name on the game actually is a studio name. It's something in Russian I can't pronounce, so I'm not going to butcher it. It has achievements, and supposedly these are on Steam as well. So, sound controls, not a whole lot of video controls. Graphics are a little rough so far, but it's an indie game. I believe it's this person's first game, so let's see what they've given us. And I appreciate that, you know, looking at the price on Steam, the guy who made this game actually understands that not every game's worth $50. He understands that this is a new game, it's kind of basic. And, you know, let me take it back on the graphics. The GUI graphics are a little rough. That spaceship was pretty cool looking. Alright, right click to look around. Zooming moves us around. Okay. That was weird. Lost the sound there for a second. Of course, it coincided with Twitch beeping at me, so. Okay, so let's see here. What do I... Oh. Am I placing those? What? I'm confused as to what I'm doing here. Okay, collect resources equals more things. Oh, does that mean I have 40 of those placed? I don't know. Oh wow, that is... How do I... Oh, you actually have to click. It's not just float over it. How do I build more... Oh, guns cost 40. I got you now. I understand what it's telling me. Okay, this sounds need a little bit of adjustment here. It's a little loud to me. There we go. Alright. Looks like this game may possibly be intended for mobile, because a lot of the icons look mobile-ish. Oh wow, I can put down a lot of guns. Why is it not letting me put down guns? It's telling me to pick things up. I want more guns. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, I can move around the planet. Yeah, that's not what I want. I want more guns. Did I miss something there in the... Okay, look around. Move around. Oh, drag and drop them. That's why I can't get any more guns. Got it now. Would help if I had read the instructions, huh? Think maybe? Kind of weird that you can't get directly behind your platform here, but... And I don't like that that disappears when I'm dragging a new weapon onto the battlefield. That kind of messes with me, to be honest. Alright, now that I actually have some firepower, which I could have had earlier, I'm Doing a lot better. I may restart this level. You know what? Yeah, let's restart this level now that I know what I'm doing. And I did want to let you, my loyal viewers, know, even the not so loyal viewers. I mean, first time here. My thoughts on doing this and getting games for free is I am always going to give you exactly my actual opinion of the game. You know, I'm not going to get hyped about a game that is really garbagey. I'm not going to point you to a game that I mean, I'll still put the videos up, but it's more to inform rather than to tell you should buy this. And if I ever do say you should buy this, then it's what I really believe. Games like Fallout 4 would fall into that category. Minecraft. I personally think everyone should play Minecraft, though. That's just me. But I want you guys to not think that I'm some kind of, you know, just chill out here taking money for taking free games for videos and promoting the hell out of them. For example, this game, if it turns out flopping on me, which it's not, it's actually, like I said, the graphics, I wouldn't be upset if the graphics got improved. I wouldn't be upset if they stayed the same. Do I think it's worth $5? We'll see. So far, it has the potential. It depends on how much game there is. Because it looks like I've got 3 more minutes to survive this level. I mean, if this just becomes an endless grind quest, then, you know, play for 500 hours to get to the final planet, probably not. I do hope there are more well, I already know there's more kinds of weapons, because it showed me where to buy them from. So, there's that. So I don't want you guys to worry that just because I'm getting games for free now and then that I'm gonna, you know, push those games and tell you all that they're awesome. I will not make that agreement with a publisher. Pretty much I'm here to tell you this is what the game is, this is what it looks like, this is how it plays. You can see how it plays. I mean, it plays wonderfully solid. I'm not having, except for that one sound cut out because someone messaged me from, you know, sound from another source. I can't complain. Yeah, I'm trying to, I was going to make an opinion statement on the sound there, and then I realized that the music is kind of in a sweet spot for me, because without it I would notice that it was gone, but I don't notice that it's there, because it just fits, and it's, you know, once I got it turned down to the right level so it wasn't so loud for me. I hope the volume's okay for you guys. Like I said, the graphics aren't terrible, but they're not fantastic, as you can well see. I mean, you may think that they're awesome, you know, that's your opinion. And that's pretty much what I'm here to do, is give you my opinion of these games. Oh, wow, I can put a whole bunch more guns. Now, do they have to be on that platform? They do. Well, it's going to get crowded. This last 40 seconds is going to be shooting fish in a barrel. If I had been paying attention instead of talking, I'd have had more guns on this platform. I don't know if I'd like a snapping grid mechanic on the platform or not. I do hope that there is in the future an auto collect for the monies, for the resources, because I can see that getting really tedious on a heavy map with lots of stuff coming at us. I could see that getting really old really quickly. but so far, it hasn't gotten old yet. And I do like that it's more or less based on the size of the asteroid, because like I've been getting twos, that this one here is going to be like a... Did my planet just get destroyed? Or did I finish? Oh, I finished. I would definitely change that end of level sequence there, because I just got the impression that my planet blew up. So I got 200 achievements, which is an extra 200 black matter. Nice. And I'm guessing black matter instead of dark matter. I'm guessing that's a language translation thing. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I don't necessarily want a new planet yet, because my understanding is I can keep replaying this planet. Okay, so that's the destructors. First super attack weapon when the planet was colonized. It was the first necessary thing because of the asteroid field that was located so close to the planet. That makes sense. Okay, for 100 I can get lightning. The possibility of creating a lightning appeared after the first experiments with parts extracted from the asteroids. These parts have improved the understanding of the structure of the time-space and made it possible to influence them. It doesn't tell me what it does. Weapon descriptions need to be a little better. So, this says... Why does it show a lock symbol there? But this says it has 30 damage, takes 30 units to recharge, locks on targets 30 units away, and can attack one target at a time. This one, much higher damage, much higher recharge, greater range, still only one target, and this one is a Macedonian. More advanced version of lightning, thanks to improvement, it became possible. Oh, half the damage, but 4 targets, and much lower range. So do we? Yep. So we click on the lock that looks unlocked to unlock things. A little confusing. So let's do raw again. And let's do it with the Macedonian. Let's see how the Macedonian works. And how much it costs to... You know, that was the other thing that I don't think I saw in the thing. Is it didn't tell me how much it was to put a new one down. That's a useful piece of information that I think should... And since these have a longer lock-on range, I'm going to put them towards the back of the platform. But I wish I had a better idea of what 30 meant for range. Ah! Okay, come on, I want one of those fancy guys. But you know, considering that's the third weapon you can get, I can understand it being considerably more... Ooh, it flashes when you can first get it. Okay, right on the front of the platform. Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. That's a really good weapon. That is definitely worth almost two of these guys. Absolutely. That gives me more time to collect resources, which lets me build turrets faster instead of, you know, break on the wave. I like that. And I like that it flashes when it's available for purchase. Did they all do that and I just didn't see it before? I didn't catch it that time, I wasn't paying attention. But with the Macedonian, it's pretty obvious that it's ready. A little hard to see through it when it's close to the planet, or when it's close to the platform, but I'm sure I can reorient the camera in such a way that it's easier. Yeah. Oh, I can get right behind the platform. How did I get there? There we go. But I can't. I would like to sit on top of the planet and be able to see the entire star field coming and the platform on a more head-on, straight-on perspective. Over here. Wow, those things are pretty brutal. Let's see. We'll try this angle. Camera could use a little bit of loving. But again, not a whole lot of bad things to say about this game. And as you know from watching me play Shiplord, which I was very honest about, or did I even upload that video? I don't remember if I even uploaded that video. I was not 100% pleased with it. If I didn't upload that video, I will. I think it was Shiplord. I've played like 4 or 5 new games lately. Several of them I found that were just freebies on the internet. You know, like a couple of them I found surfing Reddit, and I'm not gonna lie, most of them got uninstalled and the file deleted and then erased from my memory as quickly as possible because they were what you expect from free internet games. They were just meh. And the other thing I can tell you is I always test games based on the theory of free to play. So even if a game has microtransactions, I don't use microtransactions. I don't believe in paying to win. So if a game has pay to win in it, you're going to see what the struggle is if you decide not to pay. You know, I have no problem with games that are, you know, buy cosmetic only stuff. Cosmetic only. So not a cosmetic item that makes you harder to hit. Because there have been a few games that pulled that, oh, it's a cosmetic item, but it turns you mostly invisible so no one can see you. That's not cosmetic. That is, at that point, that is a tactical thing. That is a bonus to the game that you con a player into paying money for. I'm not down with that. You want to take where the characters are fully visible, like in, for example, a game that did that stuff really well, in my opinion, was Terraria. It has a social gear slot. It overrides what your armor looks like, and that's all it does. It doesn't do anything. Oh, wow. I did not realize 3 money was 1 black matter. Alright, let's see. So we probably only have enough to open up the original lightning gun, which I don't want, because I don't see a use for it. Or do I? No, it has a really long range. It has a really long range, and it might be cheap. See, that's something that needs to be on here. It's how much it costs to deploy it. Oh, and you can look at all the weapon data automatically. And wow. The recharge is insane, but good lord, the damage. Shoots 4 mines that trigger when a target approaches. So this will seed your screen. Red Eye's combination of lightning and modern achievements and lasers. The power of this weapon is respected, but its minus is the need for cooling. Ooh, so it has a longer recharge time. It's 100. I don't see why I won't use the Macedonian instead of this. That's the trick when you start getting lots of weapons like this and trying to balance them. See, this one does 80 damage with a 30 cooldown and attacks 4 targets. This one does 40. I mean, this one, you know, unless this is really cheap to deploy, this is the better weapon. The Hunter produces a missile that causes impressive damage. That is impressive. You know, it also depends on what we got coming. Are there huge asteroids out there that take a whole lot? Ooh, that is a nice thing. Eats up to 300 damage. Or 20 targets, I think, is what that's saying. See, I'm not... Some of these weapons aren't jiving with me. So what does it take to unlock this? It only takes 100 to unlock this planet. So let's see what the next planet looks like. Got a lot of dark matter left over. I feel like I should be buying something, but there's... I guess I'll buy it. We can give it a shot. So replaying the first map gives you more money than you can spend. It makes it so that by the time you get to the second map, you have the first 3 weapons pretty much guaranteed. Alright, so let's... Oh, it's only 40 for him, so he is just a lightning alternative for... And I wish it would keep my camera from the last map. The movement controls on the keyboard are also backwards. This is D, this is W. So it spins around, not in a extremely intuitive way. Like I said, the camera controls could use some loving. Blow bombs to destroy asteroids around. Oh, there's bombs that are coming in? Is that what that's saying? Or did I just get bombs? I don't understand. Yeah, I wish it would be a little bit more clear with those things. But again, I'm sure that to me it looks like a translation issue. It looks like someone who's got rough skills with English trying to put it in English for us, and it's not perfect. But a bad translation can kill a game, because if your player can't understand what he's supposed to be doing, he can't do it. And when he loses the game because he can't understand what he's supposed to be doing... Oh, the red ones are bombs. Okay. Have no reference for how big of an area they cover, though. But I have a... Oh, that one helped there. I don't know if it did or not. But yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot... Oh, that actually hit something. But there's just very little reference to where and what that hits. It also seems that this end of the gun platform is far more important to protecting our planet than anything else. And with those bombs, I would rather have like a bomb launcher that sits back here that I have to, specifically click on to shoot a bomb, and then tell it, shoot this way, and it has a has a ring. We'll go where I said to shoot. And can I do a top down here? No, there's no way to zoom out. Is there? No, I can just turn. Yeah, see, it's just hard to get perspective on where things are for those bombs. So developer, if you're listening, maybe do a little bit more work on the camera. A little bit more work on the camera, a little bit more work on the GUI graphics. And for one, unless you are absolutely going mobile, get rid of the mobile looking options button. It's menu button rather. I realize that means you only have to make one graphic for all the languages it's in. It would be much better to figure out what word means menu in all those languages and have a graphic for each. At least for me. It would be far preferable for me to see something like that. Maybe because these graphics of the main game are very stylized and very awesome, try and get the GUI elements to kind of fit in, because they kind of don't right now. And I don't know if that's just because it's like an asset pack. It could be. I don't know. I've never seen these assets in a game before, but hopefully the game's selling a little bit will encourage him to release updates and patches. If this is a one and done type of thing, I don't really like that idea. It makes me feel like it's an unfinished project at that point if the developer never comes back and addresses bugs and issues. It feels like it was just a thanks for your money, bye now. And I really don't like that. Oh wow, I got a lot of stuff out here that I haven't picked up. And see, like that. That looked like a blue to me. But they're so hard for me to use anyways, so I can't tell what their range is. Maybe if it floated over, when you float over it, it would highlight which asteroids are currently in range. You know, just a little, not even a strong highlighting, just a subtle highlighting. Okay, 1,300 on that round. So that should get me any of the 2,000. No, 1,300 is my total after that round. Okay. So with that, I could get the what? The Hunter produces missiles. Well, like I said, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what we get. I think we got enough time to play one more level. Can we get Horus? Oh, Horus is expensive. Horus is actually expensive. So let's fire off through Anubis one more time. Now, that's the thing. Is this multiple planets in the same asteroid field? It is. Okay, so this solar system just has a humongously nasty asteroid belt. And if I'm understanding the so far only hinted at story, something's throwing them at us. Because on one of those weapons it says they extracted technology from the asteroids, which would tell me that there's an alien race at work here trying to destroy us. But it's unclear. I'd like to see a title screen, or a better title screen, a loading screen that's, you know, got something going on there, more than just. And, you know, add a little flavor text to the tutorial screen, because if it's going to play that on the first level, the first time you boot it up, put a little splash screen when I go to, before I start the level, so I can look at it, that has the story on it. You know, don't talk it to me, don't force me to read, you know, don't force me to read it, but give me the option to read it. I think, if I play my cards right, I may get the no damage achievement on this one. And, as I say it, it goes away. Oh well. And I'm hoping all that stuff that's sitting out there at the end of the mission that I didn't get a chance to collect, I hope that it actually does auto-collect that. I'd feel a little let down if it didn't. Because I did destroy those things, I was just too busy destroying things to collect it all. There's that guy, okay. So we can build one of these guys, let's see what he does. Well, that missile's fast. Ooh, and it looks like it has possibly has a blast radius. Ooh. Okay, so definitely one hits the larger things. So I definitely see a point in having a few of those on the platform. It has definitely made this, because I just played this level last round, it's definitely made this level a little easier. Probably going to do a two-parter on this one, and I'm just going to upload them at the same time, but I don't want you guys to have to sit through an hour of this if you don't care. I'd rather you sit through a half hour twice than... because that honestly seems to be about the sweet spot for YouTube. I've done a little bit of my own research here, and that's why I try and keep my videos to about a half an hour. I always thought it was just my preference, but I went looking on YouTube, and there's kind of a consensus of video sizes. There's the 5-minute video, which is just little quick things. Obviously it has to be quick, it's only 5 minutes. There's the 10-minute semi-in-depth videos. And then there's the half-hour videos. And when I say half-hour, 25 to 40 minutes being the half-hour slot. Just like the 10-minute slot's actually 8 to 12. And those seem to be the, like I said, the sweet spot areas, the most successful time lengths. So that's why I headed for half an hour, because with gameplay videos, I don't see you getting enough information out of 10 minutes to be worth my time and your time to be here. Half hour seems good. I do see a point for longer videos, but that's why I stream. So there are some longer videos on my channel that are 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half long. Although those are going to be increasing in length, because I've found that for streaming, the sweet spot seems to be anything over an hour. So if I'm really enjoying myself, I may go on to an hour and a half, 2 hours. I do see a lot of videos in, like the 3D printing community where, they're doing live streams talking about the 3D printers and doing various things. There's one that the entire series on the one machine, it's like 6 hours worth of video, and it's in 2-hour chunks. I can't sit there and watch that. That's too much. That's too long. So for me, that's kind of a downer. And I hope I have not gotten that those aren't the Steve achievements. It does not look like they are. So I just tabbed out to Steam. I realized the music just stopped because of that. So do we have time? No, we don't have time. We'll come back in the next episode and we'll give Horus a shot. We're going to unlock Horus. Let's give Horus a shot. On the planet, there are constant storms. It provides fuel to all colonies of the star system. See, it's a little bit better flavor text. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. All the information on this game is down in the description, as well as my stuff. My normal stuff, the buy me a cup of coffee, support me on Patreon, Humble Bundle wallet code thing, the whole 9 yards. Or Humble Bundle monthly bundle subscription code thing. Talk to you guys later. Like I said, this one's going to get at least a 2-part, so look for another video for this if you're interested. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.